I currently am a DSP with Bethesda Lutheran Communities. I work outreach, which means I work with people who still live at home with their parents, so I work with the younger demographics. I also work with a day program with Bethesda. I got into this line of work later in my college studies. I was studying to be an art teacher, and that ended up not going as much as I planned. A friend of mine introduced me to the DSP field, said that they were hiring, and at first this was just a temporary job. It was just going to be a transition until I got back on my feet, and I just fell in love with the people that I work with the co-workers, with the company that I work for, and now it's my career, and this is what I'm passionate about. As a board member, I represent the DSPs who are in Indiana. We work with legislators, talking to them about the wages that our DSPs get, and also talking about the rights of the DSPs, and also representing the people with disabilities in the state of Indiana as well. We also do trainings, we hold conferences for the DSPs of Indiana, and providing information about the different services throughout Indiana that can help them better serve the individuals that they support as well. I think too, we need to, as an industry as a whole, we need to emphasize more of the professionality of our name. We're direct support professionals, and professionals are not necessarily what we're putting forth. We need to have staff understand that this is your profession, that this is something that you need to come and work with a certain mindset. The way that I did it at the beginning was I would always come in dressed professionally. I would come in with at least a polo shirt and some dress pants, because I wanted to show my coworkers as well as my individuals and even guardians and parents that I am here as a professional, not just some Joe Blow off the street. But we also need to come to the realization that this is a high school degree job. So there is going to be some people coming in where this is just a transitional job. We do have an extremely high turnover rate. Our company specifically, we have an 8-month turnover rate, and which does cause a lot of problems with individuals trying to be connected to staff, and then they're all of a sudden leaving. And so there can't be trust in that. And even working with my coworkers, if I know that they're going to be leaving in a few months, it's going to be harder for me to work alongside with them. With my company, I have such a small connection of people that I work with. We're able to bond more. And we have a sense of we're going to all get through this together. I have such passion in my field because I see how my gifts can directly serve the people that I support. A lot of people coming in feel like their interests and their passions don't have a direct connection. I have a passion in art. When I first came into the business, they connected me with people who were interested in art too. They connected me with, hey, this person has a goal of making a comic book by the end of the quarter. This person has a goal that they want to be in an art gallery. This person just really likes arts and crafts, and they just need somebody to be alongside with them. Some people have passions in cars. Some people have passions in politics. Some people have passion in gardening. And if managers and supervisors are able to hone into that and show new DSPs like, hey, you have a passion in gardening. We have a garden in the front that no one's taken care of for the last couple years. We could really use your talents. And we'll give you the connections in order to help our individuals use that garden. And that can move into cooking goals, that can move into working as a team with other people, that works on social skills, that works on following steps, getting outside and getting exercise too. So if our supervisors and managers are able to connect with our new DSPs and help them understand that your goals and your passions are already going to help us, that you have that information within you already and it can still help us, that will help them stay connected, and that'll help retain more DSPs. For new trainings that our new DSPs need, we do need reminders of things like fire drills. We do need things like what to do during a seizure, those things. We also do need reminders of how to keep ourselves refreshed, how to keep ourselves new. how to work on a team, how to work with people we don't necessarily agree with. Because I have worked with people that I don't necessarily agree with, and I don't know how, and I didn't at that time know how to handle that. So that sort of training of how do we work with people that we don't necessarily know how to work well with, that would be really good training for our supervisors to provide. I also think we do need to find DSPs or somehow instill in DSPs to find their own training, because the information is out there. There are online trainings, there are conferences that DSPs can go to. If we can somehow instill in them the passion to go out and get their own information, to find the information that they need, and whether that's through incentives, whether that's through higher wages, whether that's through getting days off, I don't necessarily have the answer for that. And that depends on the company and how their budget is and how their culture is. So, but we need to somehow instill the idea that I need to go find my own training because I want to become a better staff for my individuals.